Alright, what's up everybody out there? How y'all doing? Hope you guys are doing okay. Alright, so Aaron here. And I have another deck profile for you guys. Okay. This deck is pretty interesting. Because it's a synchro deck, which I like to do. That's my favorite thing to do when I play from the extra deck. I love to synchro. I'm sure others, have different, different ideas of what they like to play from the extra deck, if they like to play from the extra deck. Of course, there is Link. Most likely, most players like to play Link. Most people want to do Fusion. Most want to play Exceed. Or some people like, play Pendulum Zone, and then the Pendulums go to the extra deck, and then they revive right back onto the field, and you're going to Pendulum Summon. Or, of course, Synchro, which my number one thing I would do. So there's going to be a Synchro deck. Now, what's interesting about it, okay. This is going to be using the Swordsoul. Here's the interesting thing about them. Swordsoul, they don't look like it, but they're worms. It's a worm deck, which gets pretty interesting because, one, they don't look like worms. They're called Swordsoul. No way in hell worms would be called Swordsoul. But they made this deck as Swordsoul. And it's a worm deck. What they can work also is the True Dracos. Also, what's crazy about the True Dracos, they're worms as well. This is a worm deck. But I'm surprised when they did Swordsoul and True Dracos, it's worms, but they don't look like worms. Now, it's an interesting deck, only because of Synchro and then what the True Dracos do. What's interesting about the True Dracos, okay, yeah, they are going to be level 5 and level 6s, which you do a 1 tribute, right? Here's the thing, though. You can count, if you play magic or trap cards that are continuous face up, which most likely you are, because that's what continuous spell trap cards do. What's interesting about them, okay, let's say you're going to tribute, right? You do your 1 tribute. You can activate a magic card or a trap card for how many tributes you would be doing. So what I mean by is, okay, 1 tribute, right? What if you just tributed 1 of your magic cards and that's your 1 tribute because you need to tribute 1. Imagine your magic card, you do that, sent to the graveyard, and that's your tribute summon. You do not tribute from the monster zone. You can choose your magic or trap, and you count that as your tribute. So, this is going to be a Swordsoul like True Draco. It's interesting. And of course, yeah, Swordsoul have their own synchro monsters. So first, let's go with Swordsoul Mui. Yeah, worm deck. I don't know why they don't even look like worms, but it's a worm deck. So when this card is no more special summon, you can reveal a Swordsoul card from your hand. And then what you're going to be able to do, so yeah, you summon that out, or you special summon. So reveal your Swordsoul card. Then you're going to give yourself a token of a level 4 worm monster. Your token is going to become a tuner monster. And then automatically you can synchro from a 4 to a 4, make an 8 instantly, straight like that. So then, also, if this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, which is most likely you're going to be doing, you get to draw 1 card. So that's reveal, normal, reveal, give yourself a token. Your token is the tuner. 4, 4, 8, synchro, straight like that. And only once per turn. This is most likely your combo you want to get. Then there's the strategist. The strategist, okay, it is a level 6, but he is considered like the boss of the boss you want to get. He's your boss monster for the Swordsoul. Cause what he does, you discard one other Swordsoul card, no matter what it is, magic, trap, or a monster. You special summon him in defense position. Defense is 23, right? Then you give yourself a level 4 token, tuner. It becomes a tuner. That's to already see special, synchro into a 10. Now whenever Swordsoul Strategist is sent away to the graveyard, you're gonna give your opponent an instant 1200 points of damage to your opponent. 1200 damage. A strategist, it's so easy. So it could be just summon, reveal, token, synchro to make your 8. Remove, you know, whatever, special summon, token, synchro to a 10. And you're going to give your opponent 1200 points of damage, and only once per turn. Strategist is like your boss monster of the deck. Of the Swordsoul. Then there's just the Tai. This is the one I would use for a strategist to send that away. You know, to use your material of bringing out the strategist. So it's like, okay, Tai, send it away, special summon, token, synchro to a 10. But okay, let me explain what Tai does. Tai is you can banish one Swordsoul card or worm monster in your graveyard. Special summon a token of a worm while that card. So, while that token is on the monster zone and the player who's summoned, it cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except synchro monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can send one Swordsoul card or one monster from your deck to the graveyard, and once per turn. Most likely, I would not depend on that. These are my only Swordsoul cards. Most likely, what I would want to do is use Tai for my strategist. If I can pull it off, get strategist, use strategist. So you send away a Swordsoul, special summon, token. Your token's a tuner, synchro to a 10. Moi, if you have your Tai, reveal, token, and then you can possibly do 2 at the same time. 2 synchros. Here's your 8. Send away Tai. Another token. And then there you go. Synchro into your 8. Synchro into your 10. And then whenever sent away as a material for a synchro, draw 1 card. Whenever it's sent to the graveyard, give your opponent 1200 points of damage. Now that's all for the Swordsoul. Then okay, let's go with. So here we go, Maiden. So now we're talking about the True Dracos. Maiden, okay. You can tribute summon the face up, and you can tribute a continuous spell trap card. So yeah, count that as your tribute. So yeah, a 5, you need to tribute a level, tribute 1, right? Tribute, send away one of your magic or traps, and that counts as your 1 tribute. Because yeah, 1. So there you go, 1, summon this out. The Majesty Maiden is, okay. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control this, what you're going to be able to do is search for it searches for a True Draco. Add 1 True Draco or True King, but you're not playing True King. You're just going for a True Draco. From your deck, add it to your hand. It's a searcher. Here's what's interesting. Okay, you have your searcher, right? Searcher for Dracos. True Draco Fighter Same thing, 1 tribute. But, okay, True Draco. During either player's turn, this is what True Draco does. True Draco Fighter is. You search for a trap card of a True Draco. Once per turn, search for your True Draco. And add that True Draco card on the field or add it to your hand. So you search for, since the True Dracos are continuous, spell a trap, whatever it's going to be. So True Draco, search for a trap, activate it automatically on the field, or get it to your hand. True Draco Fighter. So, you're searching for your monsters, you're searching for your trap cards, and then Ignis Heat is the same exact thing, except you're searching for your magic cards. So searching for monsters, searching for trap cards, searching for the magic cards. And it can be done by 1 tribute as long as you're tributing instead of 1 monster, because yeah, tribute 1 monster, tribute 1 spell or trap card, continuous, of any kind, and you count that as your 1 tribute. That's what's interesting about these. And yes, they're worms. I don't know why they did this, but yeah, they do not look like worms. A True Draco Fighter, this fighter, doesn't look like a worm. The Majesties, it's just a little girl right here with the actual staff, whatever, about to go insane, and it's not a worm. You got the Ignis Heat right here. It looks like it's about to slash with one of their swords, whatever, but it's not a worm. Doesn't look like a worm, but they are worms. Swordsoul don't even look like worms either, but it's a worm. Then the only other monster I have is in here is Ecclesia, the Mistress. Now this one's a spellcaster, okay, spellcaster tuner. If your opponent controls more monsters you control, you can special summon. So then, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this to special summon Ecclesia, the Mistress, once per turn. This way. You can only use the following effects of Incredible Ecclesia, the Mistress, once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect. You can tribute this card. Special summon 1 Swordsoul monster. Or 1 Fallen of Albas. You're not playing Fallen of Albas, but you're playing the effect of Swordsoul. This has an effect of Swordsoul, that's why you play this in here. Now, this is what you're going to be doing. So, if your opponent has more monsters than you control, special summon it. An automatic special summon. In your hand, your opponent has more, special summon. Normal summon. And then reveal a Swordsoul. To get yourself a token, and then it's a tuner. So if you need help, so let's say they negate this effect of getting a token, since most likely that's what they're gonna want to do, or strategist. Fine then, you have your synchro right here. That's an 8. All monsters right here. See, worms. I don't know why they put these as worms, because they don't look like worms, but it's worm. Alright, so magic cards now. Okay, so Swordsoul Emergence. This is like a reinforcer to the army, to the Swordsouls. But it has a little kick to it as well. So, you activate this. Add 1 Swordsoul monster from your deck, add it to your hand. Or, if you control a synchro monster, add any worm monster. As long as you have a synchro monster out, you can search for a different kind of worm. If not, you're searching for a Swordsoul. Then target 1 sword master or worm monster you control. Increase or decrease its level by 1 until the end of the turn. Only once per turn. So your searcher. Reinforcements to the army. Or emergency call for the elemental heroes. Now let's go with the magic cards of the True Dracos. True Draco, Heritage, and Disciples. Continuous magic cards, and these are for the True Dracos. Heritage. You can play it. Of course, continuous magic card. So, first, during your main phase, you can draw equal to the number of True Draco or True King cards by monster or spell that are sent away while this card is on the field. Draw that many on that turn. Now, second, it can be done as a 1 tribute. Then, once per turn, you can target 1 spell trap. Okay, let me rephrase that. So first, is okay. For as many True Draco cards that are sent away while this card is on the field, first, that's how many cards you'll draw. Then, what gets more interesting about it is, okay, this is what True Dracos do. For example, you have True Draco Fighter. 1 tribute, right? No, I'll send away True Heritage as my 1 tribute. And there you go. There's your 1 tribute. Now, okay. That's True Draco Heritage. Now, Disciple. Target 3 True Dracos from your graveyard. Send it right back to your deck. Shuffle. You will get to be able to draw 1 card. Here's another thing about them. The magic cards, what gets interesting is, okay, if you're going to tribute a magic card, anytime a magic card of a True Draco is sent to the graveyard, you'll get to destroy 1 magic or trap card your opponent controls. It's a +2. +1 is +1, tribute. +2, when it is sent away, destroy a magic or trap my opponent controls. A little +3 would be the effects of what the True Heritage and True Draco Disciple is. But let's just count the +1. +1, tribute, and you have your tribute summon. +2, destroy a magic or trap my opponent has on the field. And then +3, a little, would be the effects of what the Disciple and True Heritage does. That's what's interesting about this. They have effects as well. Interesting. Then you got the Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Book of Moons. Crazy, huh? When a magic card of a True Draco is sent from your field into the graveyard, pop a magic or trap my opponent controls. Now for the trap cards, okay, first Swordsoul Blackout and Swordsoul Blackout, my mistake. This is your Swordsoul for the trap card. Whenever, okay, target a war monster you control. Does not matter. So, you can be for your True Dracos as well. Swordsoul Blackout. When target 1 war monster you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If this card banishes, you can special summon 1 Swordsoul token, and it's a tuner. Token tuner of a 4. While that monster is in your monster zone, if the player who summoned it cannot special summon monsters from their extra deck, except synchro monsters, which is, yeah, you're going to be synchroning with this deck. Use the effects once per turn. Now, it could be any... Now, here's what I mean by also what I would use it for. Strategist. Or, you can have it face down. Activate Tribute, one of my own. But sometimes I would not really care if I didn't. Watch. Because now we're going to go with the True Draco trap cards. True King's Return. Alright, True King's Return. A continuous trap card. So again, a continuous card you can use for your tributes. But I would want to keep this onto the field. Because True King's Return, if this card is sent from your spell and trap card zone, okay, what the trap cards do, and I'm going to read. If this card is sent from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard, target one monster on the field, destroy it. The trap cards, if they're sent away, destroy a monster. The spell cards, if they're sent away, you'll destroy a magic or trap. Difference right there. The other thing why I would keep it on the field, during your opponent's phase, immediately after this resolves, you can revive one True Draco from your graveyard into defense mode, effects negated. You keep on reviving this. Keep on reviving one. This is like a call to haunt to them. Revive, revive. Effects negated, so it goes to defense mode. Then when it returns right back and you put it into attack mode, now the effect will resolve. Interesting. Then there's True Draco Apocalypse. Now what Apocalypse does is, if this card is sent, okay, same thing. If it is sent to the spell and trap card zone, the trap cards, you'll destroy one, target one monster in the field, destroy it. So we know what the trap cards do, we know what the magic cards do. Now, the effect of True Draco Apocalypse. You can target one other True Draco that you control, destroy it, and if you do, the attack and defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls become half of their current attack and defense even if this card leaves the field. Alright, so cut your monsters attacking your opponent's monsters half until the end of this turn. Or I'll read the second effect. During opponent's main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one True Draco from your monster. Face up. You can only use this effect of True Draco Apocalypse once per turn. Tribute on your opponent's turn as long as you're tributing a tributed. So you have Ignis Heat, and you have True Draco. On my opponent's turn, as long as I tribute and play a... So on my opponent's turn, okay, they summon, I can tribute, play one of my own. As long as you're tributing a True Draco to a True Draco. That's the second effect of what this Apocalypse does. And I would get the effect. And yeah, True Draco Fighter searches for your Apocalypse or your True Kings. So as soon as it's out, search for True Kings if I want to, place them in my spell and trap card zone. That's the effect, search for my trap card. Or search for my magic card. That's what you're doing. And that's what gets so interesting about them. They have effects. You're searching for your magic card, you're searching for your monster, or you're searching for your trap card. Alright, so as for the rest, okay. Waterfall of Dragon Souls. You activate this, so you can chain and activate. Add one worm monster, type monster from your deck, add it to your hand. Any worm, everything's worm. Search for a Swordsoul, search for a True Draco. So a little trap card for reinforcing the army. And then just compulse. 41 card deck. Very fun to play. Now I'll go with the extra deck, okay. Grandmaster Saizo. Synchro to an 8. Now, a tuner. And one non-worm tuners. Worm monsters, so yeah, you are gonna synchro. Now, if this card is synchro summoned, you can add to your hand or banish one Swordsoul card from your deck. Quick effect. You can add a Swordsoul card, or if it was banished, add it to your hand. Search for one. Its other effect, quick effect. You can banish one Swordsoul card or a worm monster from your hand or graveyard, then target one other effect monster on the field. Negates effects until the end phase. Only once per turn. And only once that turn. So let's just say it's like a Black Rose Dragon. As soon as you synchro summon it, that's the only time you can do the effect if you're gonna blow up the entire field. Simple as that. Special so you synchro summon, search for a Swordsoul card. And it's easy. Hey, I just showed you right there. Mui, reveal Swordsoul, get your 4, there you go, synchro into an 8. Easy, straight like that. 20 beat sticker right there you got. A worm. My favorite, and he's a 10, but I showed you 10 is so easy. It's not hard. That's the Swordsoul Sinister. So you need a tuner, non-worm, and I showed you 4 token, 6, 4, 10 instantly, straight like that. Easy. Too easy to do. And even making the Swordsoul Chaizo, easy. Just too easy right there. Now, okay. If you synchro summon, if you synchro summon other worm monsters while this card is on the field, so if this card is on the field first, and you synchro into making another worm, you can draw 1 card. Here's another thing. If your opponent special summons a monster or monsters except during damage step, okay, yeah, draw 1 card. If your opponent special summons a monster during damage step, you can banish one of those monsters, and if you do, inflict 1200 points damage to your opponent. 1200. Because he's a sinister motherfucker, of course. Yeah, he's just insane. He's a sinister. And he's my favorite one out of all. My favorite Swordsoul. He's a sinister. Yeah, during the damage step, you can banish one of those monsters, and if you do, inflict 1200 points of damage to your opponent. When your opponent activates a Spark Trap card, quick effect, you can banish that card, and if you do, inflict 1200 points of damage to your opponent. No matter what they do, and it's only once per turn. So yeah, they have the backfield, right? Okay. If they're gonna play something, they're gonna I want to link, play an effect. No, banish it. They'll take 1200 points of damage. And if you have one on the field, so this was on the field first, and then you go into your Chaizo, draw your 1 card, because this has to be on the field first. And you synchro into a worm. You have your Sinister right here. Easily, well done. And then your Souvenir, okay, is it a 10 also? Not bad to have, since Swordsoul. For each of the banish, each banish card gains 100 attack and defense for and monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense. Most likely you're not going to want to depend on that. If this card would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish from your graveyard instead. If a card or cards is banished, except during damage step, you can banish 1 card from both your opponent's field and graveyard. Only once per turn. He's just fun to bring out, but most likely I would depend on my Chaizo and my Sinister. And then if I need to, Rudy Rose Dragon. It's a 10. Rudy Rose Dragon, any tuner, does not matter. If this card is synchro summon, you can banish all cards from the graveyards. Then if this card was synchro summon using Black Rose Dragon or a plant, most likely you're not doing it. But what you're doing is the effect that you can banish. Now if you banish, well then that's when you're gonna possibly want to use, for how many you have banished, a high attack. But most likely you're not gonna be using Rudy Rose Dragon. I just have it in here because it's a level 10. And that's really all I have. That's all I really use. Go ahead, you can put in, if you're gonna make 8s, of course you want to use, Red Dragon Archfiend if you want. I might just put that in, but right now I'm just showing you what my Sword Soul main cards would be. Later on, yeah, I did put in, you know, Red Dragon Archfiend. Yeah, Red Dragon Archfiend. I did, well, Stardust Dragon for the heck of it. But I'm just showing you of the actual Sword Souls. Here's a trick also. Harpy's Feather Duster, right? I'm going to show you a little trick about this. If they Harpy's Feather Duster, okay, go away, right? But anytime a magic or trap of a True Draco will be sent away, pop a magic or trap my opponent controls. So like I say, go ahead, Harpy's Feather Duster me. They have back row, okay, sent away, pop a magic or trap, sent away, pop a magic or trap. So sometimes that doesn't really affect me. Or just have it face down. Trick your opponent. They're always going to think this is going to be your Book of Moon or Compulse. Okay. Harpy's Feather Duster, okay. But no, wrong. Pop a magic or trap my opponent controls. Because, of course, yes. Send away, magic or trap. Send away, target a monster and destroy it. So that's what you're doing. You want to set it up. So for example, you have Heritage and you have Apocalypse. In your hand, Tribute, as my one Tribute, True Draco Warrior, activate, get a magic or trap, magic card, sent away, target a monster, destroy it. And that's the way it goes. And sometimes I wouldn't really care if I did this. Watch this Tribute. Fine then, True Draco Fighter. Trap card. Search for a trap card. So you go into True King's Return, right? I have all this right here. All this. My opponent's main phase. Revive right back. And yeah, if you summon, my goodness, right here, you got your 10 right here. Well, it's not a worm, but you get the idea. It's just crazy, yeah, just Tribute. Keep on doing your... Oh yeah, like, if, you know, target one worm. So even if I did this, you know, blackout, fine. Destroy my worm. And destroy my 2. End phase, True King's Return. Revive it right back. That's all you're doing. Bring it back. And if my opponent wants to destroy these, go ahead, be my guest, destroy them. If you're going against like Black Wings and they go Icarus attack, go ahead, be my guest. Destroy, I'll destroy a magic or trap. Destroy, hopefully it does not get destroyed because you want this on the field. But if it's a trap card, fine then. Destroy a monster, target one of my monsters my opponent controls, destroy it. That's what you're doing. And it's fun. I like it. First I thought of only doing True Draco, and I was like, okay, True Draco, what do I do with it? I'm gonna pass it away, so no, I'll just put it away. I'm not gonna sell it, just put it away for right now. Then I thought of Swordsoul. That didn't go well. So I tried pure Swordsoul. That didn't work as well. You know what? Let me try Swordsoul with True Dracos. and it works so smoothly. Well done. And then what's more interesting about it is you can synchro with this deck, and they have synchro monsters. And I'm telling you, Sinister is my favorite because Sinister is just immediately so awesome. 20 beat sticker, he's a 10. It's easy to do 10. It's not hard. It's not hard to do 8 either. And then if you need to, find Rudy Rose Dragon. I mean, of course, there are others I said that I put in, but this is just for like right now. The actual synchro monsters. And then yeah, just because I'm just showing you another level 10 that I put in, Rudy Rose Dragon. Awesome deck. It's cool. It's fun. I believe it's cheap also. A cheap deck as well. Not a top tier deck. I would not depend it to be a top tier. But it's just another fun kind of a synchro deck that I developed and made. So yeah, there's zombies. There's the you know, a regular zombie. The Shirinayu is a synchro deck. The Blue Eyes, I made it for, you know, synchro as well. There are just so many different kind of decks that you can make that you synchro, and I love it. Synchro is my #1 thing. Especially when I did the Earthbound Immortal. See, there was synchro in there too. So many different kind. So then, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be showing a video then of this deck as well. I'll be speaking to y'all later. Swordsoul Draco. Peace.